them today in Glasgow, and yeah, this is
thank you very much.
just a little interview that we're doing with them.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
So where did you guys sort of meet to start out with?
Well, I knew Mikey, we were childhood friends. Our mothers were bombers, so we've known each other for years. Our drummer Gary I went to school with, and we met George through our friend, our mutual friend, who used to sing for us. And then our guitarist left to go to the RAF, and George joined the ranks. So so it's all.
That was, how long ago was that?
8 years ago or something. We started jamming together. So
It's quite a long time now, like, that you've been together. Is that like how long the band has been a band?
yes and no. Like before, Mikey was the most recent member to join the band. So before that, there was different names, different members, and then different styles as well. We used to be like a more heavy kind of punk sort of band, and that sort of gradually changed into sort of pop rock punk thing we do now. But yeah, I've been playing together with Mike for about 6 years, maybe? No, 5 or 6, 6 or 7 years. So yeah, a long time.
Are you like happy with the band, how it has like turned out, like how you guys are now?
There's some that I'm not too sure about.
There's still a couple of dodgy characters.
Kinks. But no, I think so. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
happy with it.
Quite like we've all like merged together into the same kind of musical direction, because we did like the heavy stuff, but we all kind of really like a melody and a good catchy tune and like a bit of funk and stuff like that. So it's good to get a good jumpy tune going and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's funny that we've got a style that we all quite like, even though we've all had like different musical upbringing. Like George used to listen to like funk and Jimi Hendrix. I was sort of brought up on like pop punk and that sort of thing. Mikey used to like heavier stuff. Like, Gary listened to Robbie Williams, Robbie Williams, Muse, Bare Naked Ladies. So
It's a good like mix.
yeah, it has actually come together quite nice.
Yeah. We've seen you guys before.
Excellent.
So, but we wanted, because we like, when we saw you, we knew like definitely what you guys like acted like on stage sort of thing. But what it's like, what each band member is like in the band, if that makes sense, like personalities and stuff.
I'd call Gary Straight Edge Anderson.
Gary Straight Edge Anderson, yeah.
There's no emotion with Gary on stage.
I think he's trying to figure out if you hit record on the Sky Plus sometimes like, did I record? Oh yeah!
No matter how hard the drums are, it's always
deadly serious. Just, but I think we pretty much, we've all got similar sense of humour, similar sort of ambitions for the band. And I think we gel quite well. If we didn't, we probably wouldn't still be playing together after all these years. So.
When we saw you with Emily's Army.
Yes.
How did you sort of get that gig? Did the band get in contact with you, or do you play at
Just got to sleep with the right people. No.
through DF concerts.
They offered us the support slot after playing at Tuts. They gave us this gig, and it was really good fun. They were really nice. We actually spent more time chatting to their mum and dad after the gig, who were lovely. They were all really nice.
That's good. Did you enjoy like playing with them because they're from like California? Did you think that was cool, like playing with a foreign band?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
That was our first experience with a touring band. So yeah, it was good fun.
We thought you were great when you played with them.
Thank you.
Because we were like, we were waiting for them, and then you guys came on, and we were really shocked. We were like, these guys are awesome. We were like telling everyone.
I was quite surprised like how much a following they brung, because I thought,
I know.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy. Like, there was tons of people there, and they're from like they're quite a small band, but from far away. And everyone was there. So
Exactly. Like because I'd never heard of them, and then when we looked up to see who they were, we're like, really, like Billy Joe's son's band, like how much of a following over here could they have? But it was like we walked on stage, and it was like people on right up to the barrier straight away. We're like, usually you're trying to convince people to come towards the stage, and these guys wouldn't go away, and they're like,
people are wanting your set list, and like,
yeah, people raided our dressing room at the end. Our green room, they came and they stole like all our set lists and stuff. I think they thought that ours was like Emily's Army's dressing room.
I actually don't know because we guys were awesome. They were like running about. This guy was pure dancing at the back like the whole time.
Oh, we saw him. He was the best. He was, I think, our highlight of the. He was my highlight of the gig.
Great. So do you enjoy like gigging at the moment? Like when you play gigs tour, like you love
That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favourite part of being in the band. It's just like gigging.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Even to one man and his dog, or like a crowd of people, I just love getting up, just like jamming away. It's good fun.
Exactly. Some gigs are better than others. Like when there's actually big crowds to play to.
Yeah.
But no, gigging's it's the funnest bit for sure.
Yeah. So you mentioned that like what your gigs have sort of been like, but what are your gigs really like for you guys? How do you feel they sort of go? Like the crowd that comes, your fans, that sort of thing.
Usually there's more people dancing than we expect,
Yeah.
which I think is quite good. It's music you can sort of dance to.
Yeah.
Our friend actually that he played in a band, and then he's into his metal and stuff, and he said, he was like, you guys make me want to shake my hips. So I was like, that was Keith. I was like, cool man, cool. So no, there's usually more people dancing than I expect.
Yeah.
Feel good vibe.
Yeah, it's nice and fun. It's not too serious. Well, it is, but it's not. It's lighthearted. Yeah, in ways. So it's, yeah,
Enjoy it.
yeah,
I always get a little bit nervous before gigs though.
yeah. Less nervous than used to be,
Yeah.
but there's still the nerves. If the nerves go away completely, I think there's
Yeah,
something wrong.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's got to be a bit of nerves to make it exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Like your fans, like the guy who was crazy jumping, that sort of thing. How do you find your fans? Are they like really like excited to do that sort of thing?
Oh, one of them is.
One of them is,
Two. Scott.
Scott, our good friend Scott. He usually ends up getting kicked out of our gigs before we finish. He's got a lot of energy. A lot of energy. I think he's before his time. You know, it's like Mozart. He's not appreciated for what he does by anyone else except us. But we appreciate it.
But he's there every gig.
Oh, exactly. Until he gets thrown out.
Yeah.
But he's that excited he gets thrown out sort of thing.
And just dancing about.
Dancing manically, I like it. That's it.
I think he invades too much personal space. And the people around him, arms everywhere. And,
Sounds like a legend as well.
oh yes, yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So are you guys like gigging at the moment, or have you got like any plans to go out of Glasgow and gig, like that?
Our next gig is Box in Glasgow on the 7th of December. We would like to tour outside a bit further afield, but it's, you know, it's a lot of arranging. We would need to really
Because
plan
everybody's
it.
got jobs and
Yeah, it's doable for sure. Like I went on tour with my friend's band, his bassist couldn't make it, and I was off on holiday, so I was like, I'll play for you. And it was great fun, but it was a lot of effort they put into it for only like 4 dates. So I think
We had a manager as well.
They had a manager.
Organised and all,
funniest manager in the world. They were just like a wee indie band, and he was wanting them to pose for photographs like chainsaws and long matrix coats and stuff. So he was an interesting guy. We got all the way through. Our last gig on the tour was actually back home in Livingston, and got through the whole tour, you know, accident-free. Got to the end, and the manager reversed the bus into the owner of the venue's car, and we didn't win the competition that was going on that night. So it's like a battle of the bands to round off the tour, and we lost. Funnily enough.
Because the guy wrecked the car.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a bit of a fix, but I think kind of deserved it. You know, I think something we'd like to do, play further afield, is I think we've got this single that we're working on now, get that finished off, and then maybe next summer would be the ideal time to
perfect time, yeah.
take a week or whatever and go down south, play some. Yeah, it'd be great.
So have you like toured before, or have you like just been in Glasgow?
Basically Glasgow, Edinburgh.
Basically Glasgow and Edinburgh. We've played down south with other bands, but
Yeah, the whole band played with Amy down in Newcastle.
yeah, our friend Amy, she does a lot of soul and jazz singing, and she needed a backing band for live, so us fine stand-up gents, we we offered our services. and
Versatile.
Versatile, yes, very versatile. So we went down and got our jazz on, and yeah, it was good fun. But it'd be good to do that with our own music, for sure.
You said you were just like a little indie band sort of thing, but are you just like looking after yourselves, like you do everything yourselves, or do you have any sort of people that do stuff for you? Like,
Nobody wants to help us, yeah.
No, yeah, everything ourselves, really. From like merch to like CDs, even like recording CDs. Like Dave's got quite a good mic in his room and stuff like that. So. But also we've done some stuff at Central Sound Studios as well. So it's all ourselves at the moment.
Yeah, we're still sitting there in the bedroom with the sort of, CD in sleeves, like burning off discs, putting the stickers on, envelope, and before the gigs, just to make sure we've actually got something to sell.
All handmade.
All handmade, yeah, handmade.
that makes it kind of more special though, because it's handmade. Like,
Exactly.
it's
Each
personal.
CD is different, sticker different.
It's a nice touch.
It's personal.
Yeah.
Do you like enjoy doing it yourself, like more than anyone else being sort of like telling you what to have to do or something?
I quite enjoy it.
It's enjoyable at the moment. I think if it started to pick up, we might need to,
Like get some extra help.
so we can focus more on, you spend a lot of time doing everything, that means certain things take a bit of a hit, like for a while we went through a period of not really writing much new stuff because we're so involved in doing other things, and it was just, you kind of gets to a stage you need to reevaluate and be like, right, what's important here, we need to get
I
these.
think it's good having like being able to control everything like in band, but ideally you do need to have people along to help out with everything.
Yeah, like the backup sort of like
Yeah.
the money and stuff
Musicians
like
are
that.
inherently lazy as well.
Oh yeah, we all lived with each other for like a year, and nothing got done band-wise that year. We were more productive when we weren't
Guitar
living
Hero.
with each other. Oh, Guitar Hero, we were rocking it. We were,
That's like practice.
Dragon Force on Pro. That was us, but no, which was quite ironic.
Yeah.
We're all under the same roof, and we could have been so productive, and it was the most unproductive time the band ever faced.
Quite a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun.
That's cool. When you do tour, is there any like bands you'd like to go with, or have with you, or any like?
Family's Army wants to take us back on tour. I'm sure I wouldn't say no.
Till California or something.
Yeah, if they want to take us around to California,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I think we've never really played with bands which I'd say have got similar style to us. Like, I think Emily's Army they're more how we used to sound like 5 years ago. Still love that sort of music. It's so upbeat and full energy, but sometimes I kind of think, are we playing with the right band? Like, you just to be appreciated.
Yeah.
Like we played with Space Hog recently, which were Liv Tyler's ex-husband's band, and they're sort of bigger in the 90s, a bit more like, I don't know, they're just kind of like classic rock.
Kind of
But
90s rock.
I think we were totally stood out as being different, and it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, and
Yeah, like the contrast sort of thing between you.
at least if you go and see a band that, if we sound like a different band that we're touring with, at least people are going there to see the other band anyway, they know what they want to hear, and if we're ticking those boxes as well, then that's what we want to, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
We've never really had many bad reactions yet, so no shoes thrown at us or anything.
That's definitely a good thing.
Oh yes.
So what sort of like inspirations do you have? Because you said you kind of used to sound like Emily's Army. Was that like a big sort of inspiration for you, that sort of music?
Yeah, like, was it Blink for you? Was it Blink 182?
Yeah, I grew up loving like Blink-182 and bands like Thrice and Green Day, Newfound Glory, all that stuff. Whereas like, George grew up listening to a whole other stuff, same with Mikey.
But I kind of like all that stuff as well.
Yeah, we all
It's quite
kinda
good. We all like each other's stuff as well, like each other's
Good
influence.
like crossover.
we find like our music tastes change, and then that obviously has a reflection on our style as well. Like we start writing songs with more jazzier chords, more kind of contrasting rhythms, and maybe a bit more intelligent lyrics. I don't know, less childish anyway. So it's definitely.
I think it's trying to bring everyone's like likes together rather than just find like a sort of genre or whatever that we all liked, and then play it like that. Just try and bring in bits of everything.
I think that'd be a bad thing if we all liked the same bands. If we all loved Funeral for a Friend, I think we would sound like Funeral for a Friend. And we don't want to sound like anyone. We want to sound enough like bands that we like for us, I guess. Like if we, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but we don't want to sound like somebody, but we want to appeal to people that maybe like the same bands that we like. So.
I was going to agree with you. I love all the bands that you just like named.
We love them too, but we don't want to necessarily sound like them because
No, that's fair.
If I could sound like Jimi Hendrix, then I'm not going to.
I mean, these bands have already done it, haven't they? So to sound like them, it's not going to get you anywhere. You want to write music that keeps, I think we write music that I like listening to it. So I think we aim to please ourselves.
That's good.
And if anyone else wants to jump in, then yeah.